the dawn would touch the sky, before the birds began to fly, I'd hear the floorboards softly creak, and know my father's faith was deep. With Bible open by the chair, he'd bow his head and meet God there. Before the worries of the day, he chose to stop and pray. Before he led our family, he knelt before the Lord. Before he spoke a single word, he listened to your word. Jesus, he showed us where true strength begins, not in the power of man, but in surrender at your throne. That's how he led our home. Before he led our family, he knelt before the Lord. He wasn't perfect, that is true. He faced the same hard trials we do. There were burdens on his mind and mountains difficult to climb. But when the road seemed hard to face, he leaned upon amazing grace. And every time life shook the ground, his faith stood firm and sound. Lord, help me follow in his way, to seek your face before I pray, and teach my heart to understand the strength of an obedient man. Before he led our family, he knelt before the Lord, and every prayer he prayed still echoes through the years. Jesus, the lessons he lived remain, a legacy time cannot change. And now I know the reason why faith endured through every trial. Before he led our family, he knelt before the Lord. The greatest leaders first become faithful servants of the Son.
Hey friend, thanks for listening to Hevnlow Worship. My prayer is that these songs will draw you closer to God. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. But also, let us know how we can pray for you. Stay blessed.
I remember watching from the doorway as the morning sun began to rise. He would leave before the day was calling, with determination in his eyes. Those hands were worn from years of labor, building dreams he might never see. Yet every sacrifice he offered became a gift to me. Those hands were strong because God made them strong. They carried our family when the road was long. They lifted us up when the burden grew heavy and pointed us back to Calvary. Jesus was the strength behind all he could do. Through every season, your faithfulness showed through. And now I understand where my blessings come from. Those hands were strong because God made them strong. There were nights he came home tired and weary, with the weight of the world upon his frame. Yet he never stopped loving or believing, and never stopped calling on your name. He taught us more by how he lived than words alone could ever say. And every lesson that he left us still guides us to this day. Lord, thank you for the fathers who remain faithful through the sunshine and the rain. Strength they find in you to do what love requires them to do. Those hands were strong because God made them strong. They held us together when life felt wrong. They worked, they prayed, they gave without measure, storing up heaven's treasure. Oh, Jesus, through the years your grace was clearly seen in every quiet act of love and every unseen need. And now I praise you for the man I've become, because those hands were strong. Yes, those hands were strong because God made them strong. The strongest hands are often the ones folded in prayer. wasn't built with wealth or fortune, no grand design for all to see. Just a father trusting Jesus to be all his family would need. There were seasons filled with struggle, times when hope seemed far away. But every night before the Lord, he knelt alone to pray. The walls stood firm because faith lived inside them. Jesus was the rock beneath every trial and wind. When storms came crashing against the door, God's mercy held us even more. And though the years have brought their share of care, this house was built on prayer. Yes, the walls stood firm because faith lived inside them. I still remember hearing whispers through the hallway late at night, as he called our names before the Father, trusting God to be our guide. No one wrote about those moments, no one saw the tears he cried, but heaven heard each faithful prayer and stood right by his side. The walls stood firm because faith lived inside them. Jesus was the rock beneath every trial and wind. When storms came crashing against the door, God's mercy held us even more. And though the years have brought their share of care, this house was built on prayer. Lord, build within our hearts today the kind of faith that does not fade, and help us leave for those we love a foundation built on trust. Oh, the walls stood firm because faith lived inside them. Jesus was the cornerstone that kept our hope alive then. When fear came knocking at the door, your peace stood watch forevermore. And now I see the reason we are standing here. Through every joy and every tear, the greatest gift my Father gave was clear. A house built on prayer. Long after the wood and stone are gone, faith still stands where prayer was sown. were days when leaving would have been easy, when the pressure felt too much to bear. Bills piled high and storms kept raging, and nobody would have blamed him there. But he made a vow before God in heaven, and he chose to stand when others walked away. Through every trial, every disappointment, he remained and stayed. When leaving was easy, he stayed. When the road grew hard and hope began to fade, Jesus gave him strength to keep standing tall when life demanded all. He chose love over comfort, faith over fear, and because of that, we're standing here. The world may never know the price he paid, but when leaving was easy, he stayed. He carried burdens without complaining, and fought battles few would ever see, praying late into the midnight hours for the people he loved faithfully. His children watched, though he never knew it, learning courage simply from his way. And every sacrifice became a lesson that still guides us today. Lord, raise up fathers who will stand their ground when the shifting sands of life surround. Give them grace to hold on through the strain, and honor every sacrifice made in your name. When leaving was easy, he stayed. When the winds blew strong and skies turned gray, Jesus walked beside him every mile and carried him through every trial. Now his face still echoes through the years, through victories and through tears, and generations have been shaped today, because when leaving was easy, he stayed. Faithfulness is often quiet, but it changes everything. I remember how we'd sit in silence after everyone had gone to bed, staring out the window in the darkness, with 1,000 worries in his his head. There were bills to pay and mouths to feed, dreams to hold and hearts to lead. Yet every burden life would bring, he carried faithfully. He carried more than we ever knew, more than his weary hands could hold on to. But Jesus gave him strength when strength was gone, and helped him keep moving on. The load was heavy, the road was long, yet he kept trusting God to lead him on. Now looking back, I finally see the truth. He carried more than we ever knew. He hid his fears behind a steady smile, and wore courage like a working man's coat, while teaching us to trust the Savior when the waters seem too deep to float. Some sacrifices have no applause, some victories have no reward, but heaven keeps a record of the faithful acts of love. He carried more than we ever knew, more than his weary hands could hold on to. But Jesus gave him strength when strength was gone, and helped him keep moving on. The load was heavy, the road was long, yet he kept trusting God to lead him on. Now looking back, I finally see the truth. He carried more than we ever knew. Lord, thank you for the fathers who stand strong when nobody knows what they are carrying on, and when their hearts grow tired and worn, remind them they are never alone. He carried more than we ever knew, yet grace was always carrying him too. And Jesus walked beside him every step of the way, and never left him for a day. Now the lessons of his life still remain, like sunlight breaking through the rain. And every blessing that I hold today is proof he carried more than we ever knew. The strongest shoulders are often bowed before God. did not understand why he said no when I had other plans. I thought he only saw the rules to keep, not the dreams I wanted to reach. But time has a way of clearing the view and showing what love was trying to do. Now I look back across the years, and his wisdom appears. Now I finally see what he saw, the dangers hidden beyond the door, the roads that looked right but would have led me wrong, the places where I did not belong. Jesus gave him vision I did not possess, to guide me toward your best. And now I thank God for every time he stood strong, because now I finally see what he saw. There were moments when we disagreed, and I questioned what he believed. But every choice he made in prayer was shaped by how much he cared. He wasn't trying to control my way, he was trying to keep me safe. And every lesson I resisted then has become wisdom again. Now I finally see what he saw, the dangers hidden beyond the door, the roads that looked right but would have led me wrong, the places where I did not belong. Jesus gave him vision I did not possess, to guide me toward your best. And now I thank God for every time he stood strong, because now I finally see what he saw. Lord, give me eyes like my Father had, to see beyond the moment passing fast, and help me trust your hand enough to know some answers come much later down the road. Now I finally see what he saw, the hand of God behind it all, the love that chose the harder path for me. So one day I will truly see Jesus through the years. Your faithfulness has shown the seeds my Father had sown. And now the truth shines brighter than before. Yes, now I finally see what he saw. The wisdom of a father often becomes clear with time. Come and sit with me a while, my son. There are things I need to say. Life will lead you down some roads that seem right along the way. You'll have dreams to chase and mountains climb, and choices only you can make. But there's one truth I have learned that time can never take. If you walk with Jesus, you'll never walk alone. When the night is long and you're far from home, He will be your shelter when the storms arise, your compass through the darkest nights. More than wealth, more than fame, more than anything I've done, my greatest prayer is this, my son, that through every season under heaven's sun, you'll walk with Jesus, son. There will be days when faith feels easy, and days when faith feels hard. Moments when the answers come, and moments when they seem far. But hold tight to God's promises, and trust His faithful hand. For the Savior who has carried me will help you safely stand. If you walk with Jesus, you'll never walk alone. When the night is long and you're far from home, He will be your shelter when the storms arise, your compass through the darkest nights. More than wealth, more than fame, more than anything I've done, my greatest prayer is this, my son, that through every season under heaven's sun, you'll walk with Jesus, son. Lord, guide His feet when I cannot be near. Speak your truth louder than every fear. And when He faces roads I've never known, remind Him He is not alone. If you walk with Jesus, you'll never walk alone. His grace will lead you safely home. When the valleys deepen and the mountains rise, He'll stay right there by your side. More than all the treasures this world could ever give, this is the way I hope you live. And when my years are gone and my race is run, walk with Jesus, son. The greatest inheritance a father leaves is a path that leads to goes down, he looks down that familiar road, remembering the laughter from younger years, before the wandering took hold. There's an empty chair beside the table, and a burden deep within his soul. But he still speaks that precious name to Jesus, believing God is in control. Love kept the porch light burning through every restless night. Hope kept his heart believing God was working out of sight. Though the miles seem far and the years move slowly by, he trusted Jesus. With every tear he cried, and heaven heard the prayers of a faithful father's heart. Love kept the porch light burning in the dark. Some people said it's time to let go, but he could not forget God's grace, for he knew the shepherd still goes searching for every soul that's lost its way. So he opened up his Bible daily, standing on each promise he could find. And though the answers seemed delayed by heaven, he refused to leave hope behind. Love kept the porch light burning through every restless night. Hope kept his heart believing God was working out of sight. Though the miles seem far and the years move slowly by, he trusted Jesus. With every tear he cried, and heaven heard the prayers of a faithful father's heart. Love kept the porch light burning in the dark. Lord, strengthen every waiting father now, who wonders when and wonders how. Remind him that no wandering child is gone beyond the reach of your loving arms. Love kept the porch light burning, and grace kept calling still. Mercy crossed the distance and fulfilled the Father's will. Then one day footsteps echoed down the road again, and broken hearts began to mend. Jesus proved that faith Love kept the porch light burning to the cross. Some lights are powered by electricity, others are fueled by faith. There are days when hope feels shaken, when promises seem far away, and fathers wonder in the silence if their prayers have gone astray. But the same God who called them faithful has not forgotten what was sown. He is working in the unseen, even when it's unknown. God is not finished yet. He's still writing every step, every tear, every trial, every moment that we've wept. He is shaping something holy we cannot fully see. God is not finished yet, and He's still working faithfully. Jesus holds the story even when we don't understand. God is not finished yet. He's still got them in His hands. There are prodigals in broken places. There are prayers that feel delayed, but heaven never loses record of the faith of Father praise. What looks like silence is not absence. What looks lost is not the end. For the shepherd still goes after every wandering friend. God is not finished yet. He's still writing every step, every tear, every trial, every moment that we've wept. He is shaping something holy we cannot fully see. God is not finished yet, and He's still working faithfully. Jesus holds the story even when we don't understand. God is not finished yet. Ooh, He's still got them in His hands. Lord, remind every weary heart tonight that Your timing is always right, and what You started in our homes and lives, You will bring to light. God is not finished yet, no matter what the struggle says. He is moving through the valleys and the writes the ending, no human heart can pen. So we will trust you with what lies ahead. God is not finished yet. The story is still in the hands of God.
It sits there worn beside the lamp, pages marked by calloused hands, with verses underlined in red, from prayers he prayed and things he said. He never spoke with lofty speech, but lived the truth he tried to teach. And every night and every dawn, that word kept him strong. His Bible on the table still speaks to me, a faith that stood when life was not easy. Every page reminds me where my hope is found, where grace still overflows and mercy abounds. Though he may rest in Jesus now above, his legacy is written in God's love. And every time I turn those pages there, I meet him in the prayer. There are names he wrote along the margin, and dates that only heaven knows. Moments when the storms were raging, and only Scripture could console. He raised us not on empty words, but on the truth of what he heard. And now I understand it more than ever before. His Bible on the table still speaks to me, a faith that stood when life was not easy. Every page reminds me where my hope is found, in the air. His faith is still alive in prayer. And every time I turn those pages there, I meet him in the prayer. Some legacies are not built of stone, but of scripture and prayer.
He never needed crowds to see him, or applause to feel complete. His life was built on quiet moments and steady, faithful feet. He taught us more by how he lived than any words he tried to say. And in the simple things he did, we learn the narrow way. He lived what he believed each day, not just in words he used to pray. And every choice he made in truth pointed us to you, Jesus. Through his quiet stand, we saw life still lifts me high. He lived what he believed each day. He wasn't perfect, that is certain, but he never turned away from the voice of God that led him through the storms along the way. He forgave when others hurt him. He stood firm when others fled. And every act of grace he showed still echoes in my head. He lived what he believed each day, not just in words he used to pray. And every choice he made in truth pointed us to you, Jesus. Through his quiet stand, we saw the work of your own hand. And now I know the reason why his life still lifts me high. He lived what he believed each day. Lord, make my light the same kind of light that shines through every darkened night. And let my children clearly see your love alive in me. He lived what he believed each day. And that example still remains today, a testimony no world could erase. of grace. And Jesus, may I follow in His way with every breath and every step I take, until my life reflects the truth I see. He lived what He believed in me. The Father's greatest sermon is the life He lives before God.
Didn't understand it growing up, why He would pause and call on God before the day would even start. He'd give the Lord His heart. Now I see it all so clear. Through the passing of the years, what looked like simple faith back then was heaven shaping me within. The faith my Father gave to me still leads me where I need to be. Through every storm and every trial, it helps me stand and still believe. Jesus, You were always there in every whisper, faithful prayer. Now I know the gift that saved me free was the faith my Father gave to me. He never preached with fancy words, but lived the truth He had first heard. And every sacrifice He made still lights my path today. There were moments I went astray, but something pulled my heart back straight, like echoes of His voice in prayer, reminding me You're there. Lord, let this legacy go on, from Father's heart to child's song. And may my life reflect the truth that all I am is rooted in You. The faith my Father gave to me still anchors me in eternity. When doubt tries to pull me under waves, Your mercy makes a way. Jesus, I will never lose the truth He lived, the life He chose. And I will stand for all the world to see, the faith my Father gave to me. Some gifts are not held in hand, but carried in the heart. think I made it on my own, that every step I took was mine alone. But looking back, I now can clearly see there was someone on his knees. Through every failure, every broken place, he called on Jesus for my grace. And though I never understood it then, his prayers were covering me again. I am here because a Father prayed. When I was lost, when I had gone astray, Jesus heard the words he spoke in faith, and mercy met me in my darkest day. Every blessing in my life today has his fingerprints in unseen ways, and I will testify until my final breath. I am here because a Father prayed. He never asked for recognition, he never needed earthly fame, but heaven knew his intercession every time he called my name. And when I walked the path of danger and every door seemed closed ahead, somehow grace kept finding me because of words he said. Lord, let every praying father know no tear is wasted, none let go, and every prayer they lift to you, you are faithful to bring through. I am here because a Father prayed. Through every storm and every heavy strain, Jesus took what seemed impossible and turned it into grace. Now I stand, redeemed and changed by mercy that I can't repay. And I will sing forever what is true. I am here because a Father prayed. Some legacies are spoken, others are prayed into eternity. There's a story written in our home, not carved in stone, but deeply sown in every corner, every room. You can feel what faith can do. Through every season we have known, through laughter and through broken bones, one truth has never left our side: the Lord has been our guide. His faith still lives in this family. Through every trial, through every memory. Jesus is the center of all we are, the anchor for each heart. And though the years may come and go, His presence still we clearly know, because a father trusted God faithfully. His faith still lives in this family. When storms came knocking at our door, He knelt until His knees were sore, and taught us how to trust and stand upon God's faithful hand. We didn't always understand the for His every plan, but now we see through every mile it was heaven all the while. Lord, Lord, let this heritage remain through joy and sorrow, loss and gain. And may our lives continue still to follow Your perfect will. His faith still lives in this family, a living testimony of Your mercy. Jesus, You have carried us through every night and turned our darkness into light. And now we stand in awe and see the power of generational victory, because a father trusted God faithfully. His faith still lives in this family. Oh, a faithful father never truly leaves. His faith remains. I look back through the years and see a life of quiet dignity, not perfect but faithful still, a man who sought God's will. Through every sacrifice He made, through every price He had to pay, He showed me what it means to be a servant on my knees. Thank You for my Father, Lord above, who showed me how to walk in love, who led me to the cross taught me how to seek your face. Jesus, through his life I see a glimpse of your eternity, and I will carry all he gave to me with grateful memory. There were nights he never slept at ease, but prayed for all our needs. And though I didn't understand, he held us in your hand. Now I see how heaven moved in everything he tried to do, and every step along the way was shaped by faith and grace. Lord, let his legacy remain in every joy and every pain. And when my own life comes to rest, may I be found just like him, blessed. Thank you for my Father, Lord above, for every lesson built on love, for pointing me to Jesus Christ, the truth, the way, the life. And now I lift my voice in praise for every memory, every day. Because of him I understand your perfect guiding hand. A faithful father's voice may fade away, but his faith echoes in eternity. Before the dawn would touch the sky, before the birds began to fly, I'd hear the floorboards softly creak and know my Father's faith was deep. With Bible open by the chair, he'd bow his head and meet God there. Before the worries of the day, he chose to stop and pray. Before he led our family, he knelt before the Lord. Before he spoke a single word, he listened to your word. Jesus, he showed us where true strength begins, not in the power of men, but in surrender at your throne. That's how he led our home. Before he led our family, he knelt before the Lord. He wasn't perfect, that is true. He faced the same hard trials we do. There were burdens on his mind and mountains difficult to climb. But when the road seemed hard to face, he leaned upon amazing grace. And every time life shook the ground, his faith stood firm and sound. Lord, help me follow in his way, to seek your face before I pray, and teach my heart to understand the strength of an obedient man. Before he led our family, he knelt before the Lord, and every prayer he prayed still echoes through the years. Jesus, the lessons he lived remain, a legacy time cannot change. And now I know the reason why faith endured through every trial. Before he led our family, he knelt before the Lord. The greatest leaders first become faithful servants of the Son. I remember watching from the doorway as the morning sun began to rise. He would leave before the day was called in, with determination in his eyes. Those hands were worn from years of labor, building dreams he might never see. Yet every sacrifice he offered became a gift to me. Those hands were strong because God made them strong. They carried our family when the road was long. They lifted us up when the burden grew heavy, and pointed us back to Calvary. Jesus was the strength behind all he could do. Through every season, your faithfulness showed through. And now I understand where my blessings come from. Those hands were strong because God made them strong. There were nights he came home tired and weary, with the weight of the world upon his frame. Yet he never stopped loving or believing, and never stopped calling on your name. us more by how He lived than words alone could ever say. And every lesson that He left us still guides us to this day. Lord, thank You for the fathers who remain faithful through the sunshine and the rain. And thank You for the strength they find in You to do what love requires them to do. Those hands were strong because God made them strong. They held us together when life felt wrong. They worked, they prayed, they gave without measure, storing up heaven's treasure. Jesus, through the years, Your grace was clearly seen in every quiet act of love and every unseen need. And now I praise You for the man I've become, because those hands were strong. Yes, those hands were strong because God made them strong. The strongest hands are often the ones folded in prayer before God. It wasn't built with wealth or fortune, no grand design for all to see. Just a father trusting Jesus to be all his family would need. There were seasons filled with struggle, times when hope seemed far away. But every night before the Lord, he knelt alone to pray. The wall stood firm because faith lived inside them. Jesus was the rock beneath every trial and win. When storms came crashing against the door, God's mercy held us even more. And though the years have brought their share of care, this house was built on prayer. Yes, the wall stood firm because faith lived inside them. I still remember hearing whispers through the hallway late at night, as he called our names before the Father, trusting God to be our guide. No one wrote about but heaven heard each faithful prayer and stood right by his side. The wall stood firm because faith lived inside them. Jesus was the rock beneath every trial and win. When storms came crashing against the door, God's mercy held us even more. And though the years have brought their share of care, this house was built on prayer. Lord, build within our hearts today the kind of faith that does not fade, and help us leave for those we love a foundation built on trust. The wall stood firm because faith lived inside them. Jesus was the cornerstone that kept our hope alive then. When fear came knocking at the door, your peace stood watch forevermore. And now I see the reason we are standing here, through every joy and every tear. The greatest gift my Father gave was clear: a house built on prayer. Long after the wood and stone are gone, faith still stands where prayer was sown. There were days when leaving would have been easy, when the pressure felt too much to bear. Bills piled high and storms kept raging, and nobody would have blamed him there. But he made a vow before God in heaven, and he chose to stand when others walked away. Through every trial, every disappointment, he remained and stayed. When leaving was easy, he stayed. When the road grew hard and hope began to fade, Jesus gave him strength to keep standing tall. When life demanded all, he chose love over comfort, faith over fear. And because of that, we're standing here. The world may never know the price he paid, but when leaving was easy, he stayed. He carried burdens without complaining, and fought battles few would ever see. Praying late into the midnight hours for the people he loved faithfully. His children watched, though he never knew it, learning courage simply from his way. And every sacrifice became a lesson that still guides us today. Lord, raise up fathers who will stand their ground when the shifting sands of life surround. Give them grace to hold on through the strain, and honor every sacrifice made in your name. When leaving was easy, he stayed. And when the winds blew strong and skies turned gray, Jesus walked beside him every mile and carried him through every trial. Now his faith still echoes through the years, through victories and through tears. And generations have been shaped today, because when leaving was easy, he stayed. Faithfulness is often quiet, but it changes everything. I remember how he'd sit in silence after everyone had gone to bed, staring out the window in the darkness, with 1,000 worries in his head. There were bills to pay and mouths to feed, dreams to hold and hearts to lead. Yet every burden life would bring, he carried faithfully. He carried more than we ever knew, more than his weary hands could hold on to. But Jesus gave him strength when strength was gone, and helped him keep moving on. The load was heavy, the road was long, yet he kept trusting God to lead him on. Now looking back, I finally see the truth. He carried more than we ever knew. He hid his fears behind a steady smile, and wore courage like a working man's coat, while teaching us to trust the Savior when the waters seem too deep to float. Some sacrifices have no applause, some victories have no reward, but heaven keeps a record of the faithful acts of love.
throne. He carried more than we ever knew. Yet grace was always carrying him too. Jesus walked beside him every step of the way, and never left him for a day. Now the lessons of his life still remain, like sunlight breaking through the rain. And every blessing that I hold today is proof he carried more than we ever knew. The strongest shoulders are often bowed before God.
When I was young, I did not understand why he said no when I had other plans. I thought he only saw the rules to keep, not the dreams I wanted to reach. But time has a way of clearing the view and showing what love was trying to do. Now I look back across the years, and his wisdom appears. Now I finally see what he saw, the dangers hidden beyond the door, the roads that looked right but would have led me wrong, the places where I did not belong. Jesus gave him vision I did not possess, to guide me toward your best. And now I thank God for every time he stood strong, because now I finally see what he saw. There were moments when we disagreed, and I questioned what he believed. But every choice he made in prayer was shaped by how much he cared. He wasn't trying to control my way, he was trying to keep me safe. And every lesson I resisted then has become wisdom again. Now I finally see what he saw, the dangers hidden beyond the door, the roads that look right but would have led me wrong, the places where I did not belong. Jesus gave him vision I did not possess, to guide me toward your best. And now I thank God for every time he stood strong, because now I finally see what he saw. Lord, give me eyes like my Father had, to see beyond
beyond the moment passing fast, and help me trust your hand enough to know some answers come much later down the road. Now I finally see what he saw, the hand of God behind it all, the love that chose the harder path for me, so one day I would truly see Jesus. Through the years your faithfulness has shown the seeds my Father had sown, and now the truth shines brighter than before. Yes, now I finally see what he saw. The wisdom of a father often becomes clear with time.
Come and sit with me a while, my son. There are things I need to say. Life will lead you down some roads that seem right along the way. You'll have dreams to chase and mountains climb, and choices only you can make. But there's one truth I've learned that time can never take. If you walk with Jesus, you'll never walk alone. When the night is long and you're far from home, He will be your shelter when the storms arise, your compass through the darkest night. More than wealth, more than fame, more than anything I've done, my greatest prayer is this, my son, that through every season under heaven's sun, you'll walk with Jesus, son. There will be days when faith feels easy, and days when faith feels hard, moments when the answers come, and moments when they seem far. But hold tight to God's promises and trust His faithful hand, for the Savior who has carried me will help you safely stand. If you walk with Jesus, you'll never walk alone. When the night is long and you're far from home, He will be your shelter when the storms arise, your compass through the darkest night. More than wealth, more than fame, more than Jesus, you'll never walk alone. His grace will lead you safely home. When the valleys deepen and the mountains rise, He'll stay right there by your side. More than all the treasures this world could ever give, this is the way I hope you'll live. And when my years are gone and my race is run, walk with Jesus, son. The greatest inheritance a father leaves is a path that leads to Christ. Every evening when the sun goes down, he looks down that familiar road, remembering the laughter from younger years, before the wandering took hold. There's an empty chair beside the table, and a burden deep within his soul. But he still speaks that precious name to Jesus, believing God is in control. Love kept the porch light burning through every restless night. Hope kept his heart believing God was working out of sight. Though the miles seem far and the years move slowly by, he trusted Jesus with every tear he cried. And heaven heard the prayers of a faithful father's heart. Love kept the porch light burning in the dark. Some people said it's time to let go, but he could not forget God's grace. For he knew the shepherd still goes searching for every soul that's lost its way. So he opened up his Bible daily, standing on each promise he could find. And though the answers seemed delayed by heaven, he refused to leave hope behind. Love kept the porch light burning through every restless night. kept his heart believing God was working out of sight. Though the miles seem far and the years move slowly by, he trusted Jesus with every tear he cried. And heaven heard the prayers of a faithful father's heart. Love kept the porch light burning in the dark. Lord, strengthen every waiting father now, who wonders when and wonders how. Remind him that no wandering child is gone beyond the reach of your loving arms. Love kept the porch light burning, and grace kept calling still. Mercy crossed the distance and fulfill the Father's will. Then one day footsteps echoed down the road again, and broken hearts began to mend. Jesus proved that faithful prayer is never lost. Love kept the porch light burning to the cross. Some lights are powered by electricity, others are fueled by faith. There are days when hope feels shaken, when promises seem far away, and fathers wonder in the silence if their prayers have gone astray. But the same God who called them faithful has not forgotten what was sown. He is working in the unseen, even when it's unknown. God is not finished yet. He's still writing every step, every tear, every trial, every moment that we've wept. He is shaping something holy we cannot fully see. God is not finished yet, and He's still working faithfully. Jesus holds the story, even when we don't understand. God is not finished yet. He's still got them in His hands. There are prodigals in broken places, There are prayers that feel delayed, but heaven never loses record of the faith a father prays. What looks like silence is not absence. What looks lost is not the end. For the shepherd still goes after every wandering friend. God is not finished yet. He's still riding every step, every tear, every trial, every moment that we've wept. He is shaping something holy we cannot fully see. God is not finished yet, and He's still working faithfully. Jesus holds the story, even when we don't understand. God is not finished yet. He still got them in His hands. Lord, remind every weary heart tonight that your timing is always right, and what you started in our homes and lives, you will bring to light. God is not finished yet. No matter what the struggle says, He is moving through the valleys and the darkest nights we face, and redemption still is rising where our faith has been. Jesus writes the ending no human heart can pen, so we will trust you with what lies ahead. God is not finished yet. The story is still in the hands of God. It sits there warm beside the lamp, pages marked by calloused hands, with verses underlined in red, from prayers he prayed and things he said. He never spoke with lofty speech, but lived the truth he tried to teach. And every night and every dawn, that word kept him strong. His Bible on the table still speaks to me, a faith that stood when life was not easy. Every page reminds me where my hope is found, where grace still overflows and mercy abounds. Though he may rest in Jesus now above, his legacy is written in God's love. And every time I turn those pages there, I meet him in the prayer. There are names he wrote along the margin, and dates that only heaven knows. Moments when the storms were raging, and only Scripture could console. He raised us not on empty words, but on the truth of what He heard. And now I understand it more than ever before. His Bible on the table still speaks to me, a faith that stood when life was not easy. Every page reminds me where my hope is found, where grace still overflows and mercy abounds. Though He may rest in Jesus now above, His legacy is written in God's love. And every time I turn those pages there, I meet Him in the prayer. Lord, let me treasure what He gave, a faith that reaches through the grave. And when my children look at me, let them see eternity. His Bible on the table still speaks to me, and leads my heart back to Calvary. It's more than ink upon a page of time. It's a witness to divine. And though His voice is silent in the air, His faith is still alive in prayer. And every time I turn those pages there, I meet Him in the prayer. Some legacies are not built of stone, but of Scripture and prayer.
Never needed crowds to see Him, or applause to feel complete. His life was built on quiet moments and steady, faithful feet. He taught us more by how He lived than any words He tried to say. And in the simple things He did, we learn the narrow way. He lived what He believed each day, not just in words He used to pray. And every choice He made in truth pointed us to His quiet stand. We saw the work of Your own hand, and now I know the reason why His life still lifts me high.
believed each day. He wasn't perfect, that is certain, but he never turned away from the voice of God that led him through the storms along the way. He forgave when others hurt him. He stood firm when others fled. And every act of grace he showed still echoes in my head. He lived what he believed each day, not just in words he used to pray. And every choice he made in truth pointed us to you. Oh, Jesus, through his quiet stand, we saw the work of your own hand. And now I know the reason why his life still lifts me high. He lived what he believed each day. Lord, make my life the same kind of light that shines through every darkened night, and let my children clearly see your love alive in me. A testimony no world could erase, a legacy of grace. And Jesus, may I follow in his way with every breath and every step I take, until my life reflects the truth I see. He lived what he believed in me. A father's greatest sermon is the life he lives before God. Didn't understand it growing up, why he would pause and call on God before the day would even start. He'd give the Lord his heart. Now I see it all so clear, through the passing of the years. What looked like simple faith back then was heaven shaping me within. The faith my Father gave to me still leads me where I need to be. Through every storm and every trial, it helps me stand and still believe. Jesus, you were always there in every whispered faithful prayer. And now I know the gift that saved me free was the faith my Father gave to me. He never preached with fancy words, but lived the truth he had first heard. And every sacrifice he made still lights my path today. There were moments I went astray, but something pulled my heart back straight, like echoes of his voice in prayer, reminding me you're there. Lord, let this legacy go on, from father's heart to child's song, and may my life reflect the truth that all I am is rooted in you. The faith my Father gave to me still anchors me in eternity. When doubt tries to pull me under waves, your mercy makes a way. Jesus, I will never lose the truth. He lived the life he chose, and I will stand for all the world to see. The faith my Father gave to me. Some gifts are not held in hand, but carried in the heart. I used to think I made it on my own, that every step I took was mine alone. But looking back, I now can clearly see there was someone on his knees. Through every failure, every broken place, he called on Jesus for my grace. And though I never understood it then, his prayers were covering me again. I am here because the Father prayed. When I was lost, when I had gone astray, Jesus heard the words he spoke in faith, and mercy met me in my darkest day. Every blessing in my life today has his fingerprints in unseen ways, and I will testify until my final breath. I am here because the Father prayed. He never asked for recognition, he never needed earthly fame, but heaven knew his intercession every time he called my name. And when I walked the path of danger and every door seemed closed ahead, somehow
because the Father prayed through every storm and every heavy strain. Jesus took what seemed impossible and turned it into grace. Now I stand redeemed and changed by mercy that I can't repay. And I will sing forever what is true. I am here because the Father prayed. Some legacies are spoken, others are prayed into eternity.
There's a story written in our home, not carved in stone, but deeply sown. In every corner, every room, you can feel what faith can do. Through every season we have known, through laughter and through broken bones, one truth has never left our side: the Lord has been our guide. His faith still lives in this family, through every trial, through every memory. Jesus is the center of all we are, the anchor for each heart. And though the years may come and go, His presence still we clearly know, because the Father trusted God faithfully. His faith still lives in this family. When storms came knocking at our door, He knelt until His knees were sore, and taught us how to trust and stand upon God's faithful hand. We didn't always understand the reasons for His every plan, but now we see through every mile it was heaven all the while. Lord, let this heritage remain through joy and sorrow, loss and gain. And may our lives continue still to follow Your path. faith still lives in this family. A faithful father never truly leaves. His faith remains. I look back through the years and see a life of quiet dignity, not perfect, but faithful still. A man who sought God's will. Through every sacrifice he made, through every price he had to pay, he showed me what it means to be a servant on my knees. Thank you for my Father, Lord above, who showed me how to walk in love, who led me to the cross of grace and taught me how to seek your face. Jesus, through his life I see a glimpse of your eternity, and I will carry all he gave to me with grateful memory. There were nights he never slept at ease, but prayed for all our needs. And though I didn't understand, he held us in your hand. Now I see how heaven moved in everything he tried to do, and every step along the way was shaped by faith and grace. Lord, let his legacy remain in every joy, in every pain. And when my own life comes to rest, may I be found just like him, blessed. Thank you for my Father, Lord above, for every lesson built on love, for pointing me to Jesus Christ, the truth, the way, the life. And now I lift my voice in praise for every memory, every day. Because of him I understand your perfect guiding hand. A faithful father's voice may fade away, but his faith echoes in